Welcome to the AgYield Simulator. The AgYield Simulator teaches players to successfully manage a farm's revenue in a fun and risk-free environment. Each player in the game will start with the same amount of corn and soybean acres, crop expenses, and game settings. Throughout the game, you will be given more information about weather, USDA reports, and other pertinent market information. Your expected production, market prices, and local grain prices will continue to fluctuate as the game progresses. You can buy crop insurance, enter cash grain contracts with your local buyers, and buy or sell futures and options contracts with the Chicago exchanges. How you will perform will be based on what transactions you make and when you make them. The key to running a successful farming operation is learning to create and manage a balanced marketing approach using all of the tools available. Remember, you are competing against all other players in the game. To get started in the simulator, you must click on the invitation link that was emailed to you. This will take you to the login page. If you have never participated in an AgYield simulation, you must register by clicking on the button on the right. You must register with the same email address the invite link was sent to. Upon logging into the AgYield simulator, you will be taken to the game lobby. In this section, you must select which game you want to view. In the lobby, you can view all active and upcoming games that you have been invited to join. Click on the game title to enter a game. Once logged into a particular game, you can get back to the game lobby by clicking on your name in the top right of the page. Upon clicking the Dashboard tab on the top left, you can view the current market prices, yield estimates, player rankings, and the event calendar. By clicking on the icon next to the current futures price, you can see a historical market price chart. Click on the gear icon to view game settings. In the event calendar, you can see which period of the game is activated and the current as well as the previous reports that are accessible. Click on the trophy icon to view game ranking for the previous periods. You can also bring back the pop-up for each period by clicking on the date located on the bottom right of each box. The performance section shows a more detailed breakdown of your current profitability. Here you can view your account summary, hedges snapshot, performance chart, profitability outlook, and weather. In the account summary, you are able to see where you currently stand. See the value of unsold crops, value of hedged positions, estimated indemnity payments from your crop insurance, as well as production costs. The Hedges Snapshot section is a visual tool to help you monitor your production and percent sold versus insurance and hedged positions. Ensure you are marketing all of your guaranteed bushels and know what % of your expected production is not hedged. In the performance chart, you can compare your profitability history versus the market performance. See how your marketing decisions impact your profitability over time. The profitability outlook allows you to know where your profitability stands at all price and yield scenarios. In this section, you can create and test different strategies to minimize risk areas. Using the what-if calculator, you can see how any marketing decision will affect the operation before ever making a final decision. Enter hypothetical cash sales, futures and options contracts, as well as crop insurance policies, and instantly see how these transactions would affect your profitability. View the Profitability Outlook tutorial video to learn more about how this section can help assist your decision-making. The weather section gives you a weather forecast for the upcoming week, as well as a summary of what happened the previous week. The management section is where you can add transactions and crop insurance. To add a transaction, click on the Add Transaction button on the top right, then select the type of transaction you would like to add. The price of all transactions is set based on the current market price for the period. Transactions become final once the game is progressed to the next period. Each game has a preset settings for the maximum amount of grain that can be sold through cash grain contracts and the maximum amount of futures and options contracts that a player can own at a given time. Crop insurance is considered by many in the industry to be the cornerstone of a successful revenue management plan. To add a crop insurance policy to one or more of your crops, go to the crop insurance section and click on Add Policy. You can select from any of the federal crop insurance policy types, and you can add different policy type for each of your crops. If you wish to purchase crop insurance, you must do so before period 4. If you do not add a policy by then, you will remain unprotected for the remainder of the game. The fourth tab in the simulator page is the Resources. The Resources section contains educational material on key topics related to grain marketing. Players will find key terms, contract specifications, and commonly used marketing strategies to help them get started in the game. In this section, you can also rewatch this instructional video. For questions about the simulator, email us at info@agyield.com or call 855-266-6241.